In the town of Trackville, everything ran on time. Signals blinked in rhythm. Snacks arrived like clockwork, and the trains chugged right on schedule. But if there was one engine who liked things fast, it was Tommy. He was the first out of the shed every morning, the first in line at the refill station, and definitely the first to shout "me first" at the playground track. Faster is funner, he liked to say. But one week, that all changed. On Monday, a huge sign appeared in the main yard. New super spiral loop coming Friday. All the trains buzzed with excitement. The spiral loop was tall, shiny, and full of zips, zags, and zooms. But it wasn't ready yet. The workers were still building it. The safety gate was locked. A red ribbon waited across the entrance. Tommy couldn't stop staring at it. "Why wait?" he muttered. "It looks ready enough to me." By Tuesday, Tommy was restless. He circled the spiral 10 times. By Wednesday, he asked Rosie, "What if we just peek inside?" Rosie shook her head. "The sign says Friday. Tommy, we have to be patient." "Ugh," Tommy groaned. "I don't do waiting." Luna joined him later. "Think of all the things we can do while we wait." "Like what?" "Read stories at the library. Help Pip on the tiny track. Even decorate the yard for Friday's big opening." Tommy tried. He really did. But each time he saw the loop, he imagined himself zooming through it first. Finally, Friday arrived. The town was buzzing. Trains from all over gathered at the station. Balloons floated, music played, and the mayor read a welcome speech. Tommy edged forward in line, trying to see the front. There were at least 20 trains ahead of him. 20? Tommy frowned. This will take forever. Then he saw a shortcut, a side track that led to the spiral's second entrance. It wasn't blocked yet. "No one would notice if I just..." Tommy slipped onto the shortcut, rolled right past the others, and zipped onto the loop. At first, it was amazing. He zipped, he zoomed, he spiraled. But just as he reached the second curve, Luna came around from the top loop. "Tommy," she gasped, "what are y'all?" Creak. Their bumpers locked. The loop shuddered. A safety bell rang. Lights blinked. The ride screeched to a halt. Trains gasped. The mayor frowned. Tommy blinked. Uh-oh. Later that day, Tommy sat near the snack cart, quiet for once. Professor Puff rolled up slowly. "Do you want to talk about it?" he asked gently. Tommy nodded. "I didn't want to wait. I thought it was just one little shortcut." Professor Puff looked kindly at him. "Patience isn't just about waiting quietly. It's about trusting the process. Trusting that your turn will come and others deserve theirs too." Tommy's eyes dropped. "I ruined it for everyone." "Not forever," the professor smiled. "But today was a good day to learn a big lesson." The next morning, Tommy arrived early. He cleaned up streamers that had fallen. He retied the red ribbon that had drooped. He even made a little "Patience is powerful" sign and placed it near the track. When the others arrived, they were surprised. "I'm sorry," Tommy said. "I rushed ahead when I should have waited. I promise it won't happen again." Luna nodded. "That means a lot, Tommy." Rosie smiled. "You didn't just fix the ribbon, you fixed the moment." This time, Tommy waited. He stood in line behind Pip, then Benny, then Rosie, and when his turn finally came, the ride was still just as amazing. The spiral loop twisted like a ribbon in the sky. The track sparkled in the sunlight. The breeze whooshed past his wheels, and it felt better not just because of the ride itself, but because he'd earned it the right way. Afterward, he said to Luna, "Waiting is harder than racing, but it might be even more fun." Luna laughed. "Now you're learning to steam slow when it matters." And that's how Tommy the train learned that being first isn't always best, and that the best things often come to those who wait. If you like this story, give a big choo-choo, and don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more Trackville tales. The end.